This is our first in the bag video. What I'm going to do is show you what discs I'm putting in my bag and basically all the discs that I own. I don't own that many. So we're going to go through my collection and figure out what's making it in the bag for the 2024 season. Also, my first season. Let's start with putting putters. So let's look in there. There's a few different options. Probably my Rainmakers. I also like the prototype Spore. I'm not sure where in this mess it is right now. But we are going to be putting with Rainmakers for this season. Those are my putting putters. Now for a longer putting / throwing putters, I am going to be using the MVP Glitch. MVP Glitch is one of the funnest discs out there. It's a catch, and it's a hybrid catch disc, and it works amazingly. You can just catch it like the cameraman's about to do. You missed. And I'm also going to be using another Rainmaker that I've beaten a lot, and it's really pretty flippy. That's my putting putter selection. Okay, now on to my throwing putters. So for more approach types, I am going to be using the Link. This soft EXO Link signed by one of my friends of the Evolution line from Discmania is really great. It's a little more overstable than the P2s, and it works really well for just popping it up there and letting it drop into the basket. Next, we are going to go for something a little more overstable, but not too overstable. And for that slot, we are going to use the Ironstone. This is the new Mystery Box Special Edition Color Glow C-Line P3X. The next one is a little more straight. This is also more of an approach. Actually, even a little more approach than the Ironstone. It is the prototype Spore, the Mystery Box Special Edition Cloudstone. It works really well for just throwing it up there and letting it go pretty straight with a little fade at the end. It's their newer one, and you can only buy this one by buying both of their mystery boxes. The red and black versions this year. Let's go on to something for a little more distance, more of a throwing putter. And I'm going to use the Discmania EXO Soft Logic. This one works really well for just throwing it hard. It stays really straight for me since I beat it in with a tiny bit of fade at the end so that I can throw the next shot. I am probably going to be upgrading it sometime this year to the Kyle Klein Cosmic Fury. And from what I felt with those guys, haven't thrown it yet, but they are really nice. Next, we're going to go for the approach putters, the more overstable selection. I'm only going to have one in my bag this year, and it's going to be the old Eagle McMahon Razor Claw 3, the Signature Series Meta Tactic. That's a problem. Next, we're going to go into mid-ranges. I feel that's a good amount of putters. So I want an overstable mid-range. I have a couple options here. But since I have two methods, a Neo method and a Hard EXO method, I'm going to be using the Neo method for at least the start of the year. I like the feel of it better, has better grip, and it won't beat in as much, which is what I want. So the next one in the lineup is my straight flying mid-range, my more stable to even understable. For the very understable one, I'm going to be using a Neo Origin. I also have this Hex, not sure what the plastic is, from Axiom Discs. And those are probably going to be fighting it out this year, just figuring out which one I like better. I like the more not as flat feel, but this dome, this very tiny bit of dome, is still pretty nice. The MVP discs still feel really nice too. So those are both going in the bag so far. Not sure if they're all going to fit, but that's what we're going to be using. For a little more straighter, still a little bit understable, the Corin Signature Series Metal Origin, the Midnight Prowl. This is really great. Corin has gotten some pretty long throw-ins with this disc, I know, and it is a beauty. Now for a little more overstable. So let me see here. So until yesterday, this is how the bag was. C-Line MD1 and Iron Samurai Chroma MD3. Then I threw my C-Line MD3 and threw in from 150 feet really easily. So we're gonna probably take out the MD1 for now and just stick these in and see how that goes and if we need to change anything up. Now we're going to move on to fairway drivers. First, the roller disc. I use a Active Line Genius. It's really nice. I can just throw it out there, let it land like this. It's going to pull over and then come back just a tiny bit and roll out there almost 400 feet. Not exactly the best distance, but I don't have as much distance in it. Next, we're going to move into my more understable fairways. The MVP Crave, the PDGA Membership Edition, and the Neo Essence. The Neo Essence is a little more domey than the Crave, but they both have a pretty good distance, and the flight numbers on this one are a little lower than this one. Next, we're going to move on to more overstable fairway drivers. The FD. The FD is a great one for sidearms for me. I can just get it up there a little bit of ante, let it pull over, and it'll still come back because I beat it in a little bit. I can basically almost throw it flat, and it'll still get the full thing. So my sidearm is not that great. I will also be throwing the Instinct in the Royal Rage 2 stamp. This one is really nice. I've almost got an ace with this one, and it's really great. The only problem with the ace was a black ace. I threw at the wrong basket. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the really overstable ones. What I'm gonna be using is probably my main one is my Flex 1 C-Line FD3. And as you look at this, the bend in this thing, the flex is crazy. It's another mystery box special edition, so check out those mystery boxes since they have some great discs. Try to squeeze things in now. We are going to be getting a new bag sometime soon. Now, an older brother to the FD3 is the Splice, and this guy is just beefy. It is really fun, but still really hard. I know Connor McKinley, one of the ambassadors for Team Discmania, really uses this one to get his throw-ins. I've used it some, use it more in the wind when I just need it, when it really makes the disc really unstable, so it can get really windy. We're running out of space in the bag, so I'm just going to show you the discs and put them on top. Oh, I forgot one. This is a new one that my cameraman brother / traded with me. It is the Flex 1 C-Line Essence Rainstone, another pretty bendy one. Okay, now for the control driver slot, I have the Colt Montgomery Signature Series Special Blend S-Line CD1. Zeta's Moon. It's really great. I can throw it flat to almost a little bit of height and it will still flip up for me and then come back. Not much turn I get out of it, but it'll still flip up, and I really enjoy this one. We'll just put them here for now. Now, not sure if this is staying in the bag. The PD. This is an S-Line plastic. and it's beefy. I can't get it to pull over that much without throwing a lot of Annie, and it's not giving me much distance. We'll see if it stays in the bag. Now for distance drivers. Right now I have 4 distance drivers in my bag. Next, first the astronaut, the active premium astronaut. Not sure if this is gonna stay in the bag, but I still enjoy it a lot right now. Next, the Luke's Vapor Special 2022 edition Enigma. This one is really great. I can throw it flat and I can get that turn. And if I throw it on too much Annie, this one will hit into a cut roller. So this is exactly what I want for one of the driver slots. Next, another younger and older brother set, the DD1 and the DD3. These are great to have together. The DD3 is really fun, but if you don't exactly have the power to pull the DD3 and it keeps coming back on you, check out the DD1. It's really great. And even if you need something more, check out the DD. Haven't thrown it yet, but from the videos I've watched and the stuff I've seen about it, it's a really great disc. So that's what makes up my bag for the 2024 season. We'll probably have an update in a couple months, and I will set that out for you guys. And one other thing, a good grip enhancer to have is a whale sack. This is one of the best grip enhancers out there. When your hands are wet, it really puts a nice layer of chalk, and a lot of chalk comes out of it. The only thing you do is remember to break it up. It comes not exactly broken up. So when you do that, just rub it really hard together, smash it against your hand a couple times, and it'll feel great. So, until next time, see ya.
In the bag, yeah, in the bag!
Now, an older brother to the splice is an older blah, 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 blah.